Yo,
Oh, yo, it's good.
how's it going?
Pretty good. How about you? How you doing?
Nice, I'm chilling. I woke up pretty late, so this is like one of the first things I'm doing today.
Same. Got some good sleep then, I assume?
Yeah. I was just kind of like lying there in bed last night, and I'm like, why am I not sleeping? But that happens
I
every
felt the
now and
same way.
then.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
It wasn't unpleasant, you know? I was just like, oh, I'm just kind of chilling.
Yeah,
Nice profile picture, by the way. I actually just finished that
thank
show.
Really? Yeah, it's a good show. Thank you.
Um, yeah,
I
so
like yours
maybe,
too. I don't know what it is.
yeah, it's like a thing from my game.
What game is it?
Breakneck. Breakneck Emergence
Oh,
is like a game I'm making. It's like an indie game.
oh, what?
Yeah,
That's sick. It looks sick.
I have like a beta and stuff for it. You could check out after the lesson if
Yeah,
you
I
want.
bet. That sounds cool. It looks sick, so I'd be
Oh,
down to check
sick!
it out.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you could do a quick intro for the chat and just say like where you're from, how long you've been playing, what your goals for the game are, stuff like that.
Yeah, my name's Henry. I'm from SoCal. I play Falco, and I've been playing for close to two
Wait,
years.
holy moly! This is Henry,
Yes, this is
dude. I
Henry.
didn't know because your Discord is Zenzo.
Yeah, I switched it because I thought it would just be easier if I'm playing melee like that. Yeah.
Dude, you're the second person in a row who's done this to me. Where like I think it's a totally different person, and then they get on the call. Dude, okay, that's crazy. All right,
Yeah,
should
I'm
I
excited
change
for this. I'm
the
excited.
name of the? Should I change the title of the lesson?
Honestly, if you could do like how you have your Discord username, like Henry.Zenzo, that's a good idea. I'm actually gonna do that, honestly. Do you mind if I steal that for Discord? Something
Oh
similar.
yeah, dude. Okay, let's change it. Lesson with you want it to be Henry.Zenzo?
That's a good idea,
Okay,
honestly. Like how you did that.
yeah. Dude, it's just Mr. F did that to me yesterday.
Pleasant surprise. I don't know. So, I have a few notes I wanted to go over,
Okay.
but I also have the videos. I
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
get some Falco Dittos, if possible.
You said
I don't
what?
know how much time.
You said you wanted to play?
Yeah, if
Okay.
possible, some Falco Dittos, and then I wanted to, because I have these videos. I just don't know how long you generally would take through these.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so basically what we can do is like you can split up the lesson however you want. So
Mhm.
like however much time you want to spend on each thing, or you want to like move past something, or you want to focus on something specific, or you want to play, just let me know. Like we can split it
Yeah,
up however you want to do it.
sounds good. All right. Yeah, let's just start with this for now.
Okay. Screen share is working?
Yeah,
Okay, awesome.
perfect.
Okay, so this is Falco Marth. What do you feel like has been going on in Falco Marth?
Okay, so I was playing Android Zero, and there was one point where he just told me I was lasering too much, and then whenever people say I'm either lasering too much or too little, I get in my head too much, and I don't know what that means directly
Okay,
in the
okay.
matchup. So I don't know if that's my positioning. I don't know if it's I'm not putting an aerial out. A lot of the times I think it's I'm not putting aerials out, and I'm just trying to play my positioning and maybe try to play too perfect of an advantage in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But because I don't think drift back aerials in this matchup are too good. Whereas in like other matchups, I think Fox is a lot better. But because I think this, it only really stuffs like dash attack, and Marth doesn't really come at you too hard. So I think you have to put the aggression on Marth in this matchup.
Mm. Yeah,
I think I might.
it's kind of like against like Fox or Sheik, you
Mm,
use lasers to keep them away from you. That's like the purpose of lasers is like they're gonna try to kind of like press in on you, and your
mm,
lasers sort of make it difficult for them to press in, and then because of that, you know, you can get good spacings by they're trying to press in, you catch them with a laser at a good spacing, and then you have like a dash advantage, like you can dash out of lasering them, and you have like a good mix up there. The
yeah,
way Marth works, you aren't using lasers to keep him away from you, you're strictly using lasers to hold him in place for when you go to get him. So it's
okay,
like kind of a complete reversal of like the way you might think of the Fox matchup. And it took me a little bit to adjust. So there's like a lot of situations in this matchup where you might get a laser And then you're like, oh, if I like dash back, turn around, laser, he won't be able to get me after this first laser. And that's kind of like a thought that comes up a lot in the against Fox, you know. But against Marth, it needs to be a little bit different. So we'll go over it. I have a pretty clear game plan against Marth, so I think I'll be able to help you out quite a bit.
Cool. Perfect.
Okay. Pretty good so far. Nice. Nice. Wow, you really have gotten better. This is sick.
Thank you.
Okay, and then this... oh, this is unfortunate. Yeah, just, like, get out of here, you know? I've seen... sometimes some people like to do, like, this shield at the edge because Marth will, like, aerial into them and stuff like that. But it's really, like, a gamble, so...
Yeah. I was thinking my mindset in that moment was I'm at low percent, and I feel like I can just down tilt, and then... But I feel like if he just hack dash it... Or is that the thing that Marth can do on the ledge? You just hack dash and then just go around me and grab me, probably. But I figured if I was low percent, then I can play around with down tilt maybe and then get a kill off the edge early. But otherwise, I could just laser.
Yeah, it's better to just set up outside of ledge hop fair range. Just set up right here and then do like laser and then look for like... So at 90, if Martha's holding in and you catch him like in the air, like he does like a high double jump high fair or whatever, you can catch him with laser dash attack, and if he's holding in, you can do laser dash attack down air, and it'll combo.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, I like to go for like laser into like grab and stuff like that here a lot.
Yeah.
But just sort of doing like that passive pressure is a lot better. This matchup is less about what you do to Marth, because Falco kind of smacks Marth, like in a lot of ways. Like in neutral, you're just kind of all over him. You're like, dude, this character is like... He's just easy to beat up, you know? But he also kind of kills you off of one hit. So, like, yeah, you kind of, like, SD'd here or whatever, like this. But, like, realistically, against a good Marth, you were kind of dead most of the time anyway. Yeah. So it's not that big of a deal that you SD'd here. But this matchup is just a lot... It has this weird juxtaposition where, like, it's probably Falco's most aggressive top-tier matchup. But at the same time... It's all about not getting hit. So, like, you have to move in and you have to be aggressive overall, but you have to do it in, like, a way that's, like, disciplined. And I think that is, like, a very difficult thing for a lot of people. And just, it's just a hard thing to do in general, which is why I think a lot of times people struggle with this matchup. It's because, like, you can't... Yeah, go for it.
No, continue. I can hold the thought.
Oh, no, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, so another way of thinking of the lasers, can it be like, so I'm limiting his movement, but it also has to be as close as I can without getting hit. So limit his movement in a range that I can be offensive, but I'm limiting what his like a mobile attacks can be, I guess. Or is that not how I should really be thinking of it?
Yeah, because in this matchup, you don't really have to worry about hitting the lasers close. Okay, so let me just sort of outline the general game plan. The general game plan is Falco destroys Marth like 80-20 when Marth is on ledge. Like when you're just sitting on stage lasering and Marth has to get off ledge, Falco murders him.
Yeah.
And then also when Marth is in the corner, Falco kind of murders him. Because he can't dash back. He has very limited options. So when Marth is in the corner, there's a lot of, like, laser grab. There's a lot of, like, laser down air, like, fade back down air. Because fade back down air beats Marth dashing in. It's, like, a really important option in the matchup. So, basically, you can hold your space. So think of Falco as, like, a vertical pillar that, like, kind of holds the space wherever he is. Yeah. And Marth struggles to push Falco back. Because if he dashes in or makes like a forward movement and Falco does like an aerial, Marth just gets bodied.
Yeah.
So Marth struggles to move in. And so what you want to do is you want it to feel like, okay, Marth can't move in on me. And when he moves away, like let's say he's not here yet. Let's say he's here. Okay. And you're here. So but you have the right idea. So if I'm here and Marth can't move in, what I can do is I can pretend to move in, and he'll dash back. Then I move in with another laser. And then the same situation happens again. He can't move in. I shoot a laser. I threaten an aerial, and he moves back. And so basically, your goal at any point in this whole matchup, like all the time, literally never stop doing this, is you want to take center and then hold your ground in center and push Marth to the corner where you have a winning matchup. And so that's why, like, basically I think Falco wins the matchup, is because from any position on the stage, Falco can kind of play neutral in a way that moves Marth back to the corner where Falco wins.
I agree. I 100% agree. That makes so much sense. Yeah, I gave up center there. I shouldn't have done that. Or, like, gave up some space. I should have just kept him in the corner like that.
Yeah, like right there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's no reason to give up that space. It's a good catch to see that. That, like, there's just no reason to move. You just almost never need to, like, move back. Yeah. But one thing you should also do is that laser dash back is kind of like the thing in this matchup. So after almost every laser, you're going to do a dash back, but not like to give up space.
Just kind of in place, like.
Yeah, so basically the idea is that if Marth power shields the laser and you do laser dash back, first of all, like, you're moving away with your dash, so the laser will take a little longer to hit you. Yeah. And so, like, basically you get further away when the reflected laser hits, and then also you'll ASDI the reflected laser away. And so basically it creates a situation where, like, if Marth power shields your laser, even from a pretty close distance, if you do laser dash back and he power shield, he can't punish if you do laser dash back. And
even if he does even if he does run up power shield? Or is that just like a hard read on me? I'd have to, like,
yeah, that's kind of like that's a situation that's not really going to come up a lot. Marth isn't normally going to be running all the way across the screen at you because he'll just get down aired.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a little riskier.
Okay. Okay. You're gonna ignore that. That's okay. And so basically, when Marth is in invincibility on FD, maybe someday this is something for you to worry about, but right now, just pray. Like, basically, there is not a single Falco in the world that can avoid Zane during invincibility on FD right now. People think that maybe you should do, like, a dash dance, wave dash to edge, do one stall, and ledge dash. But ultimately, like, for now, doing this and, like, is totally fine. Like, just know that this is, like, a problem, like, during Marth's invincibility that no one has solved yet.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
It's exclusively on FD. Like, when you get hit out of Marth invincibility on FD, you just shrug your shoulders. None of us can deal with it yet. Okay, so right.
Also,
yeah.
I think we're going to talk about the same thing. I was going to talk about, like, Marth's full hop, because I feel like it's not super threatening, but when he comes at you with it, it's somewhat threatening.
Okay, I'll see if it comes up. Okay, so yeah, so right here, instead of the shine here, this is where you should dash back. And this is part of why the dash back is so good, is because laser, if you do dash back, dash in down air here, then, like, when he up tilts, you would just dodge this, right? And then you'd hit him.
Yeah.
And then then right here, so this is sort of like a weird thing because you're so used to it from playing Fox or whatever, or, like, playing against Fox. But basically, like, when you're here, you should never be afraid of Marth. Like, no matter what the situation is, you should not retreat. So you can hang out in place, you can dash dance here, you can laser in place. But retreating doesn't have value against Marth.
Yeah,
like,
that makes sense.
There's literally nothing that it'll give you value for, especially retreating laser, because even if he does something silly, like he dash attacks here and you retreating laser, you'll just hit his dash attack with your laser, and you'll be in the same position, but, like, more in the corner. So because you have center right now, you need to fight for this center of the center of the stage as if it's your whole stock.
Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, never leave here. Marth needs to always, like, Marth is always the scared one. Like, he should always be the scared one. Are you talking about like this, where he's kind of falling on you,
Yeah.
like this?
Yeah. So I could just
Um,
probably hit him with a laser coming down, but then that laser is probably not too good.
there's a lot of stuff
Unfortunately.
I think you could do here.
But I'm low percent too.
Yeah, I think getting under him is really good here. Like short hop up air is really
Mm.
good. He doesn't really have a lot of ways. Like I would kind of dash under him and maybe cross up air, or dash under right here and then short hop back air behind him.
Mm. Okay.
Like he only really like his fair is only really good when he keeps you in front of him, and he has so much lag on this that like basically he's not in a good position unless you kind of passively sit here and let him set up his whole full hop mix up.
Yeah, because then he's yeah. I
So
see.
like when
So
he
he's
does this full hop, you're just kind of like, oh, like think of it as like, oh, he full hopped. Now he doesn't have a dash dance, and you can just get underneath him and throw out moves, and you'll win the mix up.
Yeah.
But just don't remain like in front of him and let him space you out, because then it might as well be like a short hop fair.
Yeah. I see.
Okay, and so remember the idea that the laser is only to keep Marth in place so you can hit him. But right now, he's kind of like basically you don't really need to lock him in place right here. You just need to be Okay, I don't think this laser
Like,
Okay, I don't think this laser was necessarily bad actually. I just think you need to do more down air in place / fade back down air, like just in general more often, so that this becomes like a bad idea. Because a lot of times I do enough down airs and stuff like that the Marth won't press in like this, and then that laser becomes a good idea. So you're probably doing the laser because of like that type of assumption. So the down air in place and like fade back down air is just like, it's kind of the key in this matchup, where like when you do enough fade back down airs, Marth knows he can't dash in on you, and that like is what forces him to either wall or dash back, which is what gives you like the corner type stuff. Whereas if he can dash in on you and you're not preventing the dash in, you suicide 3 times, and you it's crazy. You go between like very competent play and then SDing. You've done it 3 times. It's super interesting. Okay.
yeah, that was bad. I put myself in the corner. I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I could have.
Like I
Is
would
there
say
any point I'm trying to get
jumping in with this laser is a little iffy, like this one.
Yeah.
But it works out, and it's kind of like, it's not a huge deal. Like I think focusing, like, it's, don't beat yourself up too much like every time you go into the corner. Don't be like, why did I do that, you know? Because it's kind of like, that is what Marth is trying to get you to do. Like,
Yeah.
your loss condition is kind of going into the corner, but like Marth is going to try to make it look like going into the corner is a good idea. So like when you go into the corner, it's not like a personal failing. You just lost. Like it's not like you're dumb. You know?
Yeah.
So like when I'm playing against Marth, I'm trying so hard to hold center, and there's still times when I get tricked into going into the corner, and that's just how the game is. But you just have to focus on your goal of being in the center. You'll always end up in the corner every now and then.
I really like that framework. I like that thought process. It makes it so simple. It seems.
Sick.
But it's difficult, but the idea is super simple. It seems.
So when you're at this close, you should never be thinking laser at this range against Marth. Like, so this dare was actually great if you did it a little later. You got to make sure to do late aerials.
Yeah. Also, late aerials in place too, like for the wall, like let's say.
Yeah.
For the previous.
So the wall one, it's not as big of a deal, because if Marth dashes in and shields, like the way the fade back dare works with Marth dashing in and shielding, he usually won't really get like a punish out of it. You'll either kind of cross him up, or it'll be at like a range where it's kind of awkward for him to like grab. So he's not really going to do like dash and shield against it. So a lot of times when you're doing your fade back downers, you should be pretty okay doing them in place. But if you're approaching Marth and you're going to like for sure try to hit him, I would say like the late aerial here is really good. Or another thing you can do is just make sure to cross up the aerial. So this early down air would have been pretty reasonably okay if you just crossed it up. So like right here. Okay, so first let me mention this really quick. This was perfect. Right here where you do laser and then you dash back into the corner and then come out with this aerial. This is A+. Great job.
Thank you.
So yeah, you got shield grab. You don't need to do the latest aerial because Marth doesn't have like a shine out of shield. He just has the grab. So you just need to do it a little bit later so he can't shield grab. It's pretty, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple to do the late-ish one on Marth. But like, dude, this laser dash, especially the dash back just a little bit into the corner, this is like something that Mango does that's like most Falcos don't do. So good job on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then right here, when you... This dash back is great, but then when you dash in, right here, this should have just been like an aerial, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see, like, you did the early down air here, but because you kind of, like, fly past him on it, then you got away for free. Although, you cornered yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you're kind of trying to hit Marth here, but a lot of times in this position, instead of trying to hit him, I will kind of try to like pressure. And don't forget, you can also grab. Like up throw against Marth is really good.
That's like a perfect spacing to laser, I feel.
Which one?
The spacing I just, right here, right there. I feel like I just laser in place there.
When you did the down air?
Yeah. Oh, no, right after the down air. Like, I could have came in with laser. I guess it's good, too.
This is fine. The thing with Marth is, like, there's no perfect solution against Marth. In some matchups, there are ways that Falco can play where he has almost no risk. But the way... Oh, no way. I just realized I put the title as Henry.Zeno. There we go. Sorry. Okay.
No worries.
So against Marth, like, you know, aggression is inherently a little bit risky, but in this matchup, aggression is necessary, and so there are gonna be points where it goes, and this is another reason why this matchup is difficult, is like there are times in this matchup where you need to go a little bit off script and just kind of like beat him up, like just kind of like muscle him. Like that does happen in this matchup more than like any of the other top tier matchups. So like I want you, it's more that I want you to be generally following that game plan, but like this approaching laser shine or whatever, this is like, this isn't what's making you, you know, lose. Like this was a great approaching laser shine. I don't even think this was intentional, but you shot the high laser so that even if he power shielded it, you wouldn't have gotten shine. So like if he, let's say he did power shield this, he can't even get it, right? Like it's above his head, and then he tries to shield grab, assuming you're getting like a laser thing, and then you just get the shine here. So like doing that is like totally good. So like basically, if you do some aggressive option in this matchup and it works, I wouldn't beat yourself up too much about it.
Okay, yeah.
Because like you need to kind of schmoove on Marth sometimes. It's more that the idea of like fighting for the center, not being afraid of Marth in neutral is really important. Because Marth, they do this all the time. It's so annoying. It's where they get like really confident all of a sudden. Like right here. Like where he's walking up on you and he's like, oh, Falco's gonna be scared. The key to these situations is never panic. Like never spot dodge. Don't ever do like a roll here or anything. Just be like, oh, you're approaching me? Like, I'm gonna kill you, you know? Like, it has to... Yeah. Falco is very violent character against Marth. Okay? You want to be a little bit careful about approaching Marth into the corner. Remember, when Marth is in the corner, your goal is to lock Marth in the corner. To never let him leave the corner. So yeah, and you're giving up a little bit too much space here when you're moving around with the lasers. So like, that you fire the first laser in this range, it's totally acceptable to just fire another one right here. Like right here, just dash back, turn around, laser again, and just kind of repeat that.
I think in that position, like the previous time, I went too hard in the corner, so I was like, okay, I just need to like adjust and go. I think that was my mental process.
Okay, and then he kind of reads you there. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff you did that game was good. Honestly, just you kind of SD'd like 4 times, but the rest of it was good. In general, I think keeping it in mind, the idea of like why you're doing what you're doing, where like the lasers are to lock Marth down so that he has to move back when you threaten your aerial, and he can't move in because of like fade back aerials. Those 2 things, and sort of keeping those in mind, I think will just help a lot in general.
Yeah, definitely. Those are very big points, I feel.
Okay. So next video, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, let's do one more and then possibly Ditto if you're down. I'm down for Ditto because I don't have any Falco videos that are super good.
Okay. Okay, so this is Falco Fox. Okay, what are your thoughts on Falco Fox?
Okay, so like you were saying, I think it's pretty wally. I think you have to wall out well because I can't really hit Fox on shield at all. So I think being aggressive in this matchup is honestly, it seems almost riskier than the Marth match. No, definitely riskier than the Marth.
Yeah. No, approaching Fox is the worst idea ever.
Yeah. It seems so free because you get a shine and it's like, oh, it's death. It's
yeah.
It's...
So there are multiple ways to play this matchup, and one of them is kind of the Mango style, which is very aggressive and kind of like execution test oriented, where you're basically being like, well, I'm gonna press buttons fast, and I'm gonna like hold down a lot, and I'm gonna like mash shine a lot, and eventually I will, win a scrap and get, because if you're making the matchup really messy and Fox hits a shine, he has a really hard time capitalizing out of that because he needs to be so precise out of like a shine on Falco to actually get a follow-up. Yeah. But if you're in kind of a scramble with Fox and you get a shine, then you'll be able to get a crazy combo off of even the weirdest stray shine. A lot of times you'll be able to get a full combo. So, but I personally think that is like a style that is something that you kind of want to like salt your play with. You don't want it to be your play. And so even though you'll probably see a lot of other Falcos having success kind of just throwing moves out against Fox, I don't think that is like the best way to learn the matchup. And so like when you watch another Falco play and they're just kind of hopping in on Fox and it works out, I would prefer you sort of ignore it a little bit and just be like, oh, okay, they're doing that execution test thing.
Yeah, I've kind of learned that the hard way. I just get punished so hard, and it's like, it's not worth it. I do like holding down, though. I think holding down is pretty good in this matchup, that from what I've done, from my experience.
Yeah.
Everything else.
It's good in all the matchups, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is very good.
Okay, so the other way to play this matchup, and this is the most important detail of this matchup pretty much, is don't interact with Fox when he's falling on you. So,
really?
Yeah, don't let Fox fall on you. Basically,
okay, well, yeah, yeah.
You either want to fight Fox from parallel so that you can laser him, or when he's below you so that you can do like a down air / nair / laser mix up. Those are like your 2 ways to interact. So like right here, this is something that every Fox does. So you'll do like this right here when you see that he's doing this drill. What did you try to do? Did you try to interact? I don't really.
I think I tried to shine it.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So what you want to do right here is just roll back or wave dash back. Just basically anytime Fox is above you, falling on you, whether it's a platform, whether he's full hopping, the general plan is you want to make his falling on you a non-interaction.
Is that position where he's doing the dare? Could you shine? Because if they are above you, wouldn't I?
Not really. So here's the thing: you can up tilt this particular drill. you would not really be able to shine it. Falco's shine is really tiny. There are times when Fox does a drill and you'll sort of slip out of the drill and shine him. But you don't really want to like see a drill and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna shine that." Like that's not gonna work out well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's because
dash back would be so good here.
Yeah, so wave dash back is really good. Roll here is really good. Just dash back laser here is really good. So the idea with Fox full hopping and kind of just being on the platforms and falling on Falco in general is that there's too much chaos in it. There's too much like drift mix up, fast fall mix up, slight positioning mix up. Like he drills your shield in some weird way where you can't like shine at a shield. Those types of things happen all the time. And so you don't like that. Like if you play every mix up where Fox falls on you, you will lose the game. So your goal is basically don't let him fall on me ever. But the problem is Fox is so fast, sometimes he'll get to you and he'll fall on you.
Yeah.
And so basically you want to avoid it as many times as possible so that like let's say 1 out of 10 full hops he does is really bad. Like easy to punish, you just up tilt it. Or you read him full hopping and you jump shine it. Okay? Like let's say 1 out of 10 times he does that. If you can avoid 10 out of 10 full hops, then it's really easy because you just go, oh, full hop, avoid it. Full hop, avoid it. Full hop, avoid it. Full hop, wait a minute, that one's really bad. And then you just kill him for it. Whereas if you tried to interact with all of them, or even you weren't even trying to avoid interacting with all of them, you'll just get kind of chaosed on. So this type of thing happens a lot, where Fox will just go really high and he'll drop on you, and you just, if you can make that never work in his favor, you don't need to punish it. Everybody wants to punish the full hop. You don't need to punish it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Really good. Okay.
It feels like I'm giving up space sometimes when I do that, if I'm not punishing it. And then I think that's where I struggle, because I don't want to give up the space, but then
okay, if you see it happen here, point it out.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Stuff there. I just need to get better at recovering. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you kind of keep killing yourself. Nice. Yeah, so there's like a spot like right here, and you're kind of CCing right here, like Fox is gonna hit me and I'll get a CC shine, right? Don't do it. You're not gonna. Like his back air is just gonna push you slightly too far away so that your shine doesn't hit. Falco's CC shine is really like that. You see that?
Yeah.
This happens so many times. You just don't play this. If you think this is gonna happen, where like this, or you think he's gonna back air, just do dash back, dash in down air or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can I bait it with CC though? Like, can I CC and then dash out of CC and then do that?
Definitely not. No, you don't have time.
No? Really?
Yeah,
really?
Definitely not. No.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, overall, it doesn't look too bad so far. A lot of it is pretty loose so far, I think. Wow. It doesn't look like you're, like you don't have like a super concise plan in the matchup, and I think that's kind of hurting you.
Yeah.
So, an issue with this matchup is basically, like, Falco only does well in this matchup when he's getting the big combos. So, like, for instance, down air shine, forward smash, like, is like the combo where like if you can get a down air shine, forward smash, you should just do it like pretty much every time. It's like extremely strong because you get like a laser edge guard afterward.
Yeah.
But you basically need, this is like a matchup where you have to fish. Like you have to fish really hard. So like When Fox is at low percent, you have to fish for the shine. Then Fox is at like 50 plus, you have to fish for the down air. You have to super fish for like the combo. Like you have to become Asashi in this matchup. Like brain off, combo good. That is like this essentially this matchup. Like brain off, combo good. Don't let Fox fall on you. Okay. If you follow those things, it's good for you.
So at low percent, laser and like wave dashing in or out and moving out of your laser to try to get the shine, since you're at low percent, that'd be good for against
yeah. Both. Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna explain it as quickly as possible, but it is a little bit of information. Okay. So at 0, Fox can CC, and you can't down air shine him. Okay. So you don't want Fox to be at 0. You would really prefer Fox to be at around 15 or 20. And so when Fox is at 0, like actually 0, you're... One sec. I'm in a lesson.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So when Fox is at actually 0, your goal should be to land as many lasers as possible. Because you want to very safely get him from 0 to like 15. Which is like 5 lasers or something. So lasers are really, really good. And so basically, when Fox is at 0, just be like, hey, I'm going to damage Fox with lasers. And that's all you have to do. And then he needs to stop you. And so, obviously Fox chasing you is a lot nicer than you chasing Fox. So he needs to chase you at low percent because he doesn't want to take the damage. And so your other options at low percent are... You can do late down air, like super late down air, or you can hit a shine, or you can hit a grab. And that's kind of like it. And so a lot of times what'll actually happen is you'll be like lasering Fox, you'll be getting some percent, he'll try to stop you from lasering, and you'll get like a quick stray back air while moving on the platforms or something. And then he'll be at like 20 something, and then you're either looking for a shine or a down air. Okay. But like... The ideal stock is literally like you get a shine at 0. Like Fox comes back, he's at 0, you go to the platform, you shield, he nairs your shield, you shield drop shine, and you 0 death him. That's like the ideal thing. So you just have to be really careful about, first of all, getting the little bit of laser damage at low percent, and then like fish for the combo. It's like a huge deal. This stock has had a lot of... Oh, and then whenever Fox is like over like 80 or like 100, you should be doing almost exclusively like late back airs. Okay. Late back air is like the key at high percent because it'll kind of kill. Whereas if you're down airing or stuff like that, a lot of times it'll just kind of hit him to a spot where he's too far away.
I ISD'd there again.
It's interesting. I feel like I can tell that a lot of your improvements are very recent because you do things that are like real. Like I said, you have like a lot of things that you do that are very competent, and then you'll get in a situation that's not as familiar, and you straight up become like a fetus. And so it's like that's okay. That's actually good. Like when I look at something like that, it makes me pretty optimistic for like the path you're on. Like I think if you keep this up and like you just sort of keep trying to fill in the little holes, getting better at the matchups, punishing more consistently, like basically you just need to improve your consistency and make it harder to like throw you off and throw you out of your plan and stuff like that. But like in general, like for where you're at, this is looking pretty good.
Thank you.
So just kind of keep that up. So we have looks like how many minutes? 20 minutes, I think. Yeah, so we have 20 minutes. Do you want to do another VOD or do you want to play the Falco Ditto?
Honestly, could you just run me a simple framework for like what goes on in your head for the other matchups, the other top tiers? Just a simple breakdown.
Okay, so pick them. Which one do you want?
Okay, let's go Falco. Oh, actually, no, let's go Falco last. Actually no, let's do Falco right now. Yeah, let's do Falco.
You sure? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the Falco Ditto, Falco Ditto is a little weird. It's kind of like I would say, and so this is something that I've told several people. The Falco Ditto is like an immensely complex matchup. Like, it's really, really complex to the point where, like, no one is good at it yet. Like, literally no one. Like, none of us. Like, Mango's not good at it. Ginger's not good at it. I'm not good at it. Magi's not good at it. Everybody's trash at it. And that's just, it's just a really, really hard matchup. There was an explanation I heard from a guy named SP99, who's like a Falco labber. And he said basically, like, you know, dealing with lasers is miserable. It's dealing with lasers is really difficult. You know, like when you're Fox or you're some other character and you're playing against Falco and you're getting lasered, you're like, you know? So
Yeah.
dealing with lasers is really hard. And then also, shooting lasers is really hard.
Yeah.
And in the Falco Ditto, you have to deal with their lasers and correctly shoot your lasers at the same time. And that's like, whoa, that's like too much processing. It's hard enough to fight Falco or be Falco, but doing both at the same time is crazy complicated. So here's like the general plan. Aggression is generally pretty good in the Falco matchup, like pressure, kind of like how it is against Marth. And
how about?
Hmm?
And at low percent, is that similar to Fox, where you want to get Falco around 15%?
You do, but it's not quite as messed up as with Fox. So you don't have to be quite as crazy about it because you're just a lot more likely to like hit a shine or hit like Falco's shine out of shield is way worse. So like you're a lot more likely to get like a clean shield pressure, which can lead to a shine. But then I know I just said his shine out of shield is worse, but also his shine out of shield is really good because if you get early aerialed, you know, you can shine out of shield that and you'll get a shine at 0. And a lot of times Fox is dash dancing, so he ends up with kind of like this grounded stuff, whereas like a lot of times Falco is lasering, and so you can like low percent nair shine. So it's a little bit different. You do want some laser damage, and I would say this is true on almost all the characters, that you want a little bit of laser damage every stock.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not quite as insanely pressing as it is against Fox. Basically, I would say this is like the level 1 super secret clean plan. Is your opponent going to hit you immediately? Like immediately. Mm-hmm. If they are, you can either shield or full hop. Like get out of the way. Those are your options.
Up tilt.
Or up tilt, yeah. Good job. Or up tilt. If they are not going to immediately hit you, you can get a laser out. And once you have a laser out, it's your time to hit them.
Okay.
And then they have to deal with it. They can either up tilt or shield or whatever. And so basically, huh?
I was gonna say, so if they're not immediately gonna hit you, you can get the laser out. That doesn't mean you have to immediately hit them. That in your mind, once you get the laser, are you trying to focus on positioning, or are you trying to react to how they react to the laser?
Basically, as soon as you hit the laser, you have a strong pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you hit the laser, just kind of pick a mix up and hit them and combo really hard.
Okay.
So the other thing is if they start lasering you, like if they hit you with a laser, you can't take the laser and shoot your own laser. That doesn't work. You'll get hit out of the laser. So if they laser you, your best option is either going to the platform and coming down with a laser, and then you're the one who has the laser, or like on FD, you can just full hop away and then land with a laser, and now you're the one who has the laser.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
I would say above everything, focus on the punish game.
Okay.
Because the actual complexity of this matchup is just way beyond your level at the moment, and like I said, we're all awful at it. Like, I am trying really hard to figure it out, and nobody's good at it.
Yeah.
So just hit really hard and try to be the one with laser control, and that is the matchup. All right,
This
next
game
matchup.
seems a lot more like a religious experience now. Just praying for something. Get punished.
That's really
Alright.
funny. It's not quite, but there's
Yeah,
definitely
no,
like.
not quite.
You're right in some sense. Okay, so what's next?
Honestly, can we just ditto now?
Sure.
I just wanna try this now. I just wanna play.
Okay.
Thank you so much for all this so far. This is awesome.
Yeah. Sick.
How do you know how much time we have? Like 15?
We have
Yeah.
15 minutes left. Yes.
Okay. Because I want to have these videos so I could like watch them on my own too. I feel like that'd be very helpful. I don't know how helpful because you're way higher skill than me, but I'm sure I can still get something from it.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, you'll have the recording and we can talk about it. Okay, so what's your thing?
It's BASI 139.
129. Okay.
139.
139. Okay, and I'm FFF 641.
Oh, actually, my biggest dilemma in this game, I forgot to bring this up, is picking a Calco color. My favorite Calco color. Honestly, that seems like the.
You said that's difficult for you?
Yeah.
I agree. It's because I don't really like any of the colors. So.
Really? I like all of them.
That's funny. Maybe we're the same. Yeah, so that was good. What you just did, that was good.
How did you get that shine?
I just shined and it hit. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
So yeah, I try to go for a lot of like power shield stuff to try to like when my opponent gets a laser. So yeah, so let's see. So yeah, I'll basically be looking to establish a laser and then I'll. Whoa.
I don't know. Okay, this has been happening recently. I have no idea why. It'll just like freeze. My Slippy will just freeze.
That is strange. Yeah. Well, I'm searching again.
Okay, give me 1 second. If it does it again and we stop time, we'll just talk.
Okay. Yeah, that was really weird. Did you like click off the window or anything?
No, I didn't. It just happens randomly. It's
That
super
is
weird. Like it'll
really
be
weird.
at random times. It'll work for like 40 minutes and then just do it.
Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, so look, when you hit me with that laser right there, as soon as you hit me with that first laser, you need to make something happen.
Yeah, I realized that as I jumped, I got scared, even though I had the advantage.
See, even though you hit the first laser, you kind of won. You won the situation. I won the stock because I hit harder. Nice. Oh, okay. So
Okay.
you saw how you hit me with that one close laser?
Yeah.
And then you went for another close laser? You don't want to do that. Once you hit the first close laser, it's time to like pressure. Either like dash and JC Shine, dash dance aerial. If you want to do another laser there, do dash dance for a second and then like dash back, turn around laser. And then like to kind of be like, am I going to come in? Am I going to come in? Nah, but I'm going to reset with another laser. And then you get the same threat a second time.
I see.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate that
Yeah.
that it's happening like that. I would probably like re-download it or whatever, or like.
Tried that. Didn't work. I'm gonna try to contact someone who could try to help, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably try to contact Fizzy about that. That's crazy.
All right. Let's see. Oh, what about Peach?
Okay. Peach.
Because I realized laser heights is very helpful in that matchup. I think more so than any other matchup from my experience. I think high lasers. I mean, high lasers are good in I think a lot of matchups, but.
Yeah. So it depends. So okay. So basically, if you're fighting a Peach who keeps jumping and they're trying to float, then the high laser is really good. And if you're playing a Peach who's a little bit more grounded and they like to do like dash dance, dash attack, then you want to do the low lasers. Or like normal lasers, you know. They don't need to be low, just normal. A lot of times the key to this matchup, the key to Falco Peach is just full hop. I made like a recent joke tweet about it, where it's basically like Falco can just full hop to the top plat and then come down to the side plat and then drop with a laser, and Peach can't really do anything about it. And that gives him like a really advantageous position. If you're on the inner edge of the side plat, that is like the strongest position Falco can possibly be. If you're like short hop down airing on the platform, or run off down air, or short hop like laser, Peach doesn't really have a lot of good options there. Because a lot of times to get you there, she either has to come up directly from underneath you, in which case a lot of times you can like down air, like short hop down air, or she'll have to come from the side of you, and so she'll come like float up into the center of the stage, and then like, or jump up into the center of the stage, float, and then try to float at you. And you can either like short hop down air her off the platform or laser her.
Fair good in that scenario?
Hmm?
Would fair be good in that scenario?
You don't, nah, a lot of times the down air is better because you'll get like a combo out of it.
Okay.
The main thing against Peach is like, dude, Peach just kind of trash against Falco, not gonna lie. Like, if you feel pressured, full hop. Otherwise, basically treat her ground game like a way worse Marth.
That's literally what I was thinking.
It's kind of like,
I was thinking...
like Falco kind of just smacks her. One thing that might help you a lot is that around like 140, you can do jab up smash.
Okay.
And that's really important, because if you don't get an early kill on Peach, she ends up getting to around that range, like 140, 150, like really easily. And if you're stuck trying to just back air her, a lot of times you'll know you like back air at 140 and she lives. And then she comes back and you back air at 150 and she lives. And jab up smash will just kill there. So, and it's a little bit different on every stage, but the jab up smash is kind of like, if Falco did not have that, he would struggle a lot more to kill, I think, because a lot of times you can just sort of get your damage and then and the other thing with Peach is like the ledge trap. It's the same as Marth, where you can just like laser her at the edge, and then when she gets up, do like a laser grab or whatever. And she really doesn't have any options that can beat it. So if you can get her to the edge, you a lot of times will just get like a whole stock worth of damage, and then be able to do like a jab up smash or like a down tilt or something like that and kill her.
I see. Okay. That's good to know.
And then yeah.
So for Sheik, I think Falco's the best character in the game, but I think Falco destroys Sheik like harder than like a lot of the top tiers.
Yeah, Falco kind of smarties on Sheik.
Yeah.
He kind of just beats her up.
Yeah.
If you're feeling pretty good about that matchup, there's probably not a lot for me to say. Like, the combo game is easy, the edgeguard game is easy. As long as you don't laser badly and let her just hit you, then you're in pretty good shape, I think.
Yeah, I think sometimes so when Sheik's on a platform on the side plat and I'm in center, I think just holding it is very good, but she has some mix-ups. But I don't think there's too.
Yeah, you can kind of hold it, or like sometimes what I'll do is I'll just go to the top plat, and then I'll like run off the top plat and then laser like from the other side platform. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like.
Wait, so you'll catch her? Wait, so if she's on the top plat, comes down.
Yeah, no, I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay, so what I'm saying is that, so like she'll be like here, you know, like here, like charging her needles, right? And you're talking about like this spot, right? Yeah. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll do like this, because she can't react to this and throw her needles. So I'll like dash dance for a bit, you know, I'll do this kind of thing that they always do. And then I'll do this, and I'll jump up here. And then I'll do this, and then if she's like charging needles or whatever, I'll just suddenly go like that.
I see what you're saying.
And then she can't like reactively do that, and then I'll just kind of come back, and then, you know, like that's a kind of way to just kind of interrupt her or like interact a little bit. But most of the time, you're just gonna be doing like this thing where she's there, and then sometimes you can kind of get a thing where you go like this and you just spam this.
Yeah.
But that's about it in like a spot like that.
Yeah. Also, what other positions are like? So I really like playing Falco grounded, and I think he's the best on the ground. I don't know when to be on the plats. Like how like you did that example when you wave dash to the top. Is that more it seems basically like a defensive mix up.
It's just
that-
it's just so you can pressure people. Like the reason Falco uses the platforms is either to escape, like you said, like a defensive mix-up, or to maintain like neutral or above positioning, where like Falco like being like having characters like, you know, Sheik will do this, like she'll be up here and she'll do like this nair or something like that, right? And like you don't really want to be here like getting hit by this nair. So Falco's not super great like at being fallen on. He's not really good at that. He's really good at dropping on other people. So a lot of times, like, when your opponent is moving around on the platforms give you a way to, like this, to, like, be the one who's falling on the other person. So, I agree that, like, if every single player just played you, like, I think Falco definitely wins on FD, you know? Like, I think if everybody just strictly played you, like, connected to the ground, then that's great for you. But like the platforms, like I said, they serve the dual purpose of like escaping and then also not letting your opponent get above you, because they'll do like this thing where they like shoot a needle, like pretend I'm Sheik and they do like this and shoot a needle. And like if I'm kind of down here, they're not really worried about much. The only thing they have to be worried about is maybe this up air or something like that. But if they do like this, like that, and then I do like this, and then I'm like kind of getting ready to like, you know, pressure their landing on the platform, I suddenly have like a lot more strengths here, because I can't falling aerial on them from here. I can only rising aerial. But if they're here on the side plat, I can come down like this, I can do this, and I can come down like that. So basically it just gives you the ability to like not be the one, you know, at the lower end of the situation, which is pretty important for Falco.
Okay, I see. And for Fox's camping on platforms, it is so. When you were talking about not letting the Fox land on you, basically, I feel like it's so much easier when you just give them the platform. So I'm having a hard time understanding when to approach on, like doing like a full hop rising dare, full hop rising bear, something like that on the top platform. Or I don't know if I should just be like. So
yeah,
sometimes
you're
I'll
not.
be, like,
You only want to do this when Fox is like full hopping, like right here, kind of. So Fox will do like his full hop, like right here, and then that's you beat that with this, because it'll hit him like right here, like right there. So that's why you do this. But if Fox is like on the platform right here, you don't wanna fight Fox here by like coming up like this. That's what he wants. With Fox is up here, you wanna fight him by going like this, and then either like maintaining your positioning and then like, you know, eventually he'll come down and you just move away and you have a neutral position, or you want to kind of come from like above.
Okay, that makes sense. So being under the plat, I'll see like sometimes I'll laser in, they'll get on the top platform, and then I'll laser more into center stage, and they're just straight up above me.
Like where you go like this, and then the Fox just does this or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically the same position where we were talking about on Pokemon, where you just wave dash back, roll out, or get
when Fox is moving like this, I just kind of move, and then every now and then, if they make it really predictable, I'll do like this, you know? Like if I'll do this, and then I'm kind of doing, I'll come up like here, and I'm pressuring here, and then I come down, and they're trying to drop on me, and I'm just not letting it happen. And then eventually they do something stupid where they'll go like this, and then like that, and then so I just do that, and then I just either jump up and shine like that, or like this, or hit like the up air, or the back air, or the down air, whatever like that. Like I do that once I've got them like moving kind of stupid like that, and then I'll go bam, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was super awesome.
Okay, sick. Yeah, that was like a perfect hour.
Yeah. Oh, that was really good. I learned a lot.
Sick.
I feel like
yeah.
I like the way you describe certain things, because in my mind I've thought of them in similar ways, but not the same wording. So it's nice. It's like a nice, refreshing. And there's a lot of things you brought up that I didn't really think of, or I didn't.
It kind of like
I don't have established.
Like smoothly building off of what you already have.
Yeah. It's
But
nice.
yeah, no, that's sick. I think your improvement is going really well, and just sort of keep it up and keep trying to tighten things up, and hopefully you'll just get fifth every Verdugo for a bit, and then start beating people.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate
Awesome. Yeah, I'll see you. Are you going
Oh.
Saturday?
it. Saturday? What is Saturday?
Lawless.
Lawless. No, I mean, I might. I'm not sure yet.
Okay, that's
I
like the
haven't heard
big.
of it.
It's like the new big tournament that Kavan is hosting on Saturday.
Oh, I'm super down actually.
It's also in Burbank.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I probably can make it.
Sick.
Also, can you link the beta for your game?
Yeah. I'll link it to you right now.
Okay,
So,
cool.
all right, sick. I'll send you
Alright.
the Venmo stuff.
Sounds good.
All right, peace, dude.
All right,
Nice
have a good
talking.
rest of your day. Peace, bro.